How's it going today? Today we're going to talk about my reaction to the upcoming election and how is it going to affect the stock market and everything like that. And all I got to say is I'm not going to get too political. I'm not really a political person. I don't really care per se about politics. I pay attention to them because, they affect things, and I think most people should pay attention to what's going on in the world. But I would tell you right now, in the long term, it really don't actually matter really what happens. But anyway, I could get more of that. My prediction of the stock market actually is I think usually, historically, I would tell you right now, every single year, they always say it's going to crash. If X candidate doesn't win, if Trump loses, it's going to crash. If Kamala Harris or whatever you want to call her, I would tell you right now, it doesn't really matter, actually. I've been in the market. I bought my first stock in 2013, and actually that was after election year, because I would tell you right now, the year after the election year is usually, historically, always have went up. 2017, when Trump won, guess what happened? It was going to crash, right? Well, it didn't. It did the opposite. It was up 28%. Oh, Joe Biden, Trump's out of there. It's going to crash. In 2021, the stock market went up over 30% with Joe Biden in there. So it didn't really matter. And then you go back to 2013 when I was in there. When I first got in there, Obama got in there. I'll tell you what, it didn't matter. In 2012, the stocks exploded higher, and it was 13 was actually what I consider the golden year of stocks, or a golden year of stocks. And what I consider by a golden year is there's no corrections. There is no stock market drops more than 10% the whole year. It just goes up. 2017, it did the same thing. It kind of flattens sometimes, but then it goes right back up. 2013, it did that. 2021, it did that. 2019 or 17, it did that. And 2000, then you go back to when Bush, or 2009, the stock was up. Obama won in 2008. The economy's going to crash. Oh my God, we're going to get this guy in there. And guess what happened? It exploded higher in 2009. It doesn't really matter. I would tell you the two worst years for the stock market on average is election years, like we're in right now, and midterms, like in 2022. That was a kind of bad year. 2018, when Trump was in there, kind of a bad year. Look at 2020, kind of a bad year, election year. It just kind of goes like that. 2014, kind of iffy there too. So, I mean, in 2016, it was election year. That was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad year, actually. So I would tell you the first year after the president, 2009, 2013, those years are actually some of the best gains. And I would tell you right now, it doesn't really, if Trump gets in there, obviously the stock markets, I believe, will perform better, per se, just because way I look at it, way I'm looking at it, is you're getting interest rates cut. Interest rates are going to go down. Interest rates are going down. Obviously, inflation's somewhat under control. Housing is the thing, but that doesn't affect everybody, because obviously not everybody's buying a house every week, like groceries. But anyway, but I would tell you right now, if Trump gets in there and he cuts taxes, that's expansionary. So it's going to, actually, I believe it's going to, the stock markets, and there's a lot of worry now. Once that worry subsides, especially if Trump, I believe it could, if Trump wins, the S&P 500 could easily hit over 7,000. I think the Dow Jones could easily cross over 50,000. Easily. It would explode higher, and the NASDAQ can even go even higher if Trump wins it. If Kamala Harris wins or whatever, I believe if she raises taxes on the corporate rate, it's going to hurt it, but it's still consumerism. You have to understand, the United States economy is all about consumer. Will the consumer spend more money when Kamala Harris is in there? I believe so. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it works. It's just people, if interest rates go down, businesses will do this, and it will create that. Now will be contractionary if she raises things, but you have to understand American politics. And this is why I would tell you right now, as an American born in this country, you get a big handle on people outside the nation, because first you understand that, hopefully you understand American politics. And what I mean is the system, because even if Kamala Harris wins, it doesn't look like she's going to, I believe, actually my election prediction is I think Kamala Harris will probably win. But I believe that she probably going to lose the Senate and the House. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a do-nothing government. And that is also good for stocks. That is perfect environment for stocks. It happened under Bill Clinton. It just basically they can't do anything. So let's say she wins on progressivism and all this, which I don't believe she's that progressive. Actually, she has to walk back policies. So a lot of her policies, you know, it started with fracking. Well, I banned it. Well, now I don't. Now I support it. It's like, well, it's had a walk back policy. From 40% tax rates down to 32, now to 28. Does that go to 22 or not increase? Sit there. Joe Biden wanted to do that, but it's coming up on an expiration thing. Anyway, so even if you raise corporate tax rates, I don't think it'll do much. It won't affect it. It might pull the market back, but that doesn't mean she can actually do it with Congress, because you have to have the Senate and the House working together to do tax policies. But really, what happens is the government just might shut down, and that it could just stagnate it'd be do nothing government, which is good for stocks. So like I said, if Trump gets in there, he's going to cut taxes, which is good for stocks. Either way, it's good for stocks, whoever gets in there. Especially if they get a blue wave or something like that. I don't really see that happening. You would have to flip these other states in the Senate, and I don't think that's going to happen. So anyway, that's my thing. So that's always my philosophy on stocks. So I wouldn't be selling everything. Now, here's the thing. You always put money in there for 5 years, because you never know. I don't know. I mean, a nuclear bomb could go off and that be, you know what I mean? I don't know. I can't predict everything. But I would tell you, you shouldn't ever sell stocks. Like I said, you save up, you know, you do the standard, you save up maybe a year's worth of income or 6 months of income or expenses and all this. And then you start putting money in there that you don't need for 5 years. And that's the basic standard. That's what you do. And there you are. That's my philosophy on politics. So don't sell your stocks. You just look it up the year after elections. Oh, that war is out. All of it's baked in. And then they could realize, well, it's a do-nothing government. It's just going to sit there for whatever and just sit there. I think that's what's going to happen. Either way, if Trump wins, it's good. If Kamala Harris wins, not as good, but whatever. She's just going to sit there for 4 years. I really believe like that's kind of what we're looking at. But anyway, that's all I got to say for this video. So don't be selling everything. You see a lot of people going to come out in the next couple months. Oh, you better sell it. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. They say that. They say that every year. They say the stock market's going to crash every year ever since I've been in it, and it's been up. So, I mean, the real estate crash is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. They always say that. You can actually go on Google right now, and you can type in stock market crash 2012, New York Times, and they have the thing. Type in any year. There were some economists saying the world's going to collapse every year after the election. They said that since the beginning of time. But anyway, that's all I got to say. There was an old joke on recessions. The economists, you know, they get it right one time, but they predict it every year. You know. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching and everything, and there you are.